Hi, I'm John from The Lanyap Show, and welcome to today's Crazy News, where we bypass the major political headlines of the day, and we take a look at the crazy, bizarre, and viral stories of the day. Today's Crazy News exclusively on alttechbitshoot.com under the Lanyap Show channel, as well as rumble.com on the Today's Crazy News channel. Today is January 24th, 2022, and if I messed up the date on the graphics in previous episodes, I'm sorry, although the only person I have to apologize is myself because I messed it up for myself. But anyways, let's get into the news of the day. I'm saving the best for last. I'm just letting you know that. But here we go. A woman almost missed an email about a $3 million lottery win because it went to the spam folder. That's right. This story from Michigan Lottery Connect. A woman in Michigan named Laura Spears was looking through her spam folder for a missing email from a friend when she came across a notification that she won the lottery. $3 million worth. Was it legit? Apparently so. She did purchase a Mega Millions ticket on the Michigan Lottery website for a drawing 3 weeks ago. I didn't know you could purchase tickets. Maybe it's on a state-by-state thing, but I wasn't aware. I don't think in Louisiana you can purchase tickets through the website. Interesting to know. She matched 5 numbers to win $1 million, and she had the Megaplier to multiply her prize by 3. $3 million. She did something smart, though. She said she didn't click anything in the email. Didn't touch it at all. She went right to the Michigan Lottery account to see if it was the real deal. So very smart on her, and it was. She claimed her prize at the lottery headquarters last week. She said she's added the Michigan Lottery to her safe senders list now, in case she wins the lottery again. Congratulations to Laura Spears. Well, we've got a runaway Roomba. This story coming from the BBC. On Thursday, a Travelodge motel in England posted on social media after one of its Roomba vacuums escaped. Boy, they're going the cheap route now, huh? They don't even hire staff to clean. They don't have janitors. They just use robots now. Save you money. It was cleaning the lobby when it disregarded the lip on the front door. I guess they just leave the doors open. And it ventured outside and vanished. They still hadn't found it by Friday morning, but they did track it down eventually. Apparently, it was hiding under a hedge near the driveway out front. Hey, runaway Roomba. This story is absolutely bizarre, and I wanted to do it as one of the headlines, but it's so convoluted as a headline story, the title would be too long. I wouldn't be able to fit it in the graphic. So this is the title. This is from Sora News 24. 2 men hit by woman falling out of window who was looking at another man who fell off a rooftop. That's right. You don't understand that? Let's get into it. Over the weekend, a middle-aged man in Japan fell from the roof of a 5-story building, and amazingly, he survived. He is being treated for broken bones. Moments later, a woman in her 40s looked out of her window on the 3rd floor of the same building to see what the heck was going on. What was that? Then she lost her balance and fell out the window. On her way down, she collided into 2 men, one who was leaning out of his 2nd-story window to see what all the commotion was about. Can you picture this in your head? Guy falls off the roof. Woman goes, "What was that?" And she falls out of her window, and the guy right in the story below looks out of his window. "What's going on?" Boom. Hits him. And then they fall into another man who was standing on the ground. Incredibly, none of them were injured. That's amazing. They apparently both fell into a narrow gap between the buildings, and in a local news report, it looks like there were also vents and wires that could have slowed their falls, but it could have also made the falls more dangerous. But thankfully, they are not injured. And I think we're not going to play the video, but this is like the side of the building where they fell. Crazy story here from WGN Radio. A truck carrying 100 monkeys crashed in Pennsylvania, and the monkeys were all over the place. They say now the escapees have been accounted for, but for a while, 4 monkeys got loose and went missing. The Pennsylvania Game Commission looked for the primates in a wooded area. The police helicopter was also used, and all of the monkeys were captured as of yesterday. The monkeys have been recovered. We're not going to have the audio on that report. So this one kind of went viral on the internet. This one's from India Times, who jumped on this story. But apparently, a woman in India is going viral because she's knitting a scarf out of ramen noodles. The woman posed a video that shows her knitting the noodles as they are like cooking in the hot pot. The internet reacted. Somebody said, "Make sure you take your time in eating it. You don't want to scarf it down." Finally, I get to see that it's possible. And they also said, let them dry and harden up and put them back into a wrapper, and nobody would know the difference because they're all looped together anyways. But look at that. Yeah, she knit that pretty well. Did we get her name? The woman that did it? I think that's the account there. If you can read that, or at LindaBaby0323, Mixiax. You want to watch the video? Let's see if we can watch the video. If it doesn't slow us down too much.
Delicious. Delicious. Delicious.
Okay. Very interesting. Knitting her ramen. Boy, some people, just to go viral, huh? And final story of the day. It's actually kind of 2 stories in one. Well, it's 1 story and 1 video of something similar. So this one starts off, this is from news.journal online from Volusia, the Daytona Beach News Journal. That's convoluted, I know. But it's the Daytona Beach News Journal. They are reporting a guy named Shane McCurney mooned a flight attendant after refusing to wear a mask. So he didn't want to wear the mask. They tried to kick him off the flight, and he ended up mooning him. So this guy is a 29-year-old Irish guy, and he was flying from Ireland to New York this month, eventually supposed to go to Florida because he was going to be a coach. He was flying Delta first class on January 7th and had to be told apparently dozens of times to keep his mask on during the 8-hour trip. He also kept kicking the seat in front of him. Well, that, the mask thing, for me personally, whatever. But you don't kick the seat in front of you. That's fighting stuff. No, man, what are you doing? Quit kicking that seat. And apparently he also threw an empty can at a passenger's head. While they were serving dinner, he got up from his seat to complain about the food. Airplane food, what is up with that, right? And he then he pulled his pants and underwear down and mooned the flight attendant along with several passengers. The pilot came out to talk to him at one point. During that exchange, Shane put his own hat on the pilot's head for some reason, threatened to beat him up. No word on whether he had been drinking or not. The flight almost got diverted to another airport, but ended up landing in New York, and during the final approach, Shane refused to stay in his seat. Turns out he was on his way to Florida to start a new gig as a soccer coach in Daytona Beach. Not clear on if he still got the job or not, but he is facing up to 20 years in jail for interfering with a flight crew, which is a felony. And also, so while I was checking out this news story, we do have a video here of a Cape Coral man who was asked to leave a United Airlines flight in Fort Lauderdale because he was wearing women's panties as a mask. And then you have another person who comes to his defense here. This is kind of interesting. So I wanted to show this video as well, and that was what you've seen in the graphic.
Does that mean some sort of certification that's different than this?
Yeah, it's not specified in the thing. We go by what's allowed on the airplane. I'll pass it on to the captain.
It's just panties.
You're gonna come off the airplane. They're not gonna let you travel.
What?
Non-mask compliance.
So I can't fly because this doesn't work?
Correct.
I'm here to ask you a question. Did he just get kicked off for wearing a mask?
It's between bites and sips, sir. You have to put your mask on.
So I'm pausing it just because this guy's coming to his defense and he's wearing a mask. It's panties, but it's a mask. And he's not happy about it either. So see if we can pause. It's going to be a little bit, oh man, little bit delayed here. But if you want, oh man, I don't want to do that because the ending's awesome. So what ends up happening here at the end is he walks off the plane. He abandons the flight too and says, y'all going to kick him off for that? Fine, I'm out of here. Oh, there we go.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm asking you. It has to be in between bites and sips. That's the federal law, okay?
Sip. Now I'm biting.
Now put it back on. Now put your
Did
mask
he
on.
just get kicked off for
Sir,
wearing
I
that
don't
mask?
know what's
I'm out of
going
here.
on.
Forget it. I'm out of here. You know this whole thing's ridiculous.
There you go. So he bails out too. Look, I haven't flown in a long time, and I probably won't any time soon. But anyways, this has been today's Crazy News, January 24th, 2022. I'm going to do it right on the graphics this time, I swear. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy this material, and we'll continue to try to do this on most weekdays, maybe not on Thursdays, of course, because I'm helping my buddy out with this show, Class Reunion with Chris Logan. Check that out on YouTube and Facebook as well. But again, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll do this again soon.